If you were given a choice between taking $3 million in cash right now or a single magic penny that doubles in value every day for 31 days, which would you choose? Most people instantly grab the $3 million. But if you take the magic penny, after the first week, you only have 64 cents. After 2 weeks, you have barely $80. The person who took the $3 million is laughing at you. But then, the magic happens. On day 29, that penny becomes $2.7 million. And by day 31, it explodes to over $10.7 million. Welcome to Chapters in Minutes. Today, we are breaking down the mathematical formula for extreme success, the compound effect by Darren Hardy. Success is not about massive, heroic actions. It is about the small, unsexy, everyday decisions that compound over time to create radical differences in your life. Let's dive into the 6 lessons that will change your trajectory. Lesson number 1. The invisible power of trajectory. Imagine an airplane taking off from Los Angeles, heading for New York City. If the nose of the airplane is pointed just 1% off course to the south, the passengers won't feel any difference during takeoff. The change is completely invisible. But as the plane flies across the country, that tiny 1% shift compounds. By the time the plane reaches the East Coast, it will not land in New York. It will land 150 miles away in Washington, D.C. Your life works the exact same way. Eating one candy bar today doesn't make you out of shape. Skipping one workout doesn't ruin your health. But if you repeat that 1% error every day for 5 years, you end up in a completely different, devastating destination. The compound effect is always working. The only question is it working for you or against you? Lesson number 2. Choices are the root of every result. Every single thing in your life right now exists because you first made a choice about it. You chose to watch this video. You chose what to eat for breakfast. You chose how to react when someone cut you off in traffic. We sleepwalk through most of our choices. We make them subconsciously, based on old habits and emotional reactions. But Darren Hardy argues that the moment you take 100% responsibility for everything in your life, you gain absolute power over it. If you are broke, it is because of your choices. If you are unhappy, it is because of your choices. This sounds harsh, but it is incredibly liberating. Because if your choices created your current reality, then new choices can create a completely new reality. Stop blaming the economy, your boss, or your upbringing. Own your choices, and you own your future. Lesson number 3. What gets measured gets managed. If you want to change a behavior, you cannot rely on willpower. You must bring extreme, conscious awareness to the choices you are making. And the only way to do that is by tracking them. If you want to get out of debt, you must track every single penny you spend for 30 days. Every cup of coffee, every subscription, every pack of gum. You carry a small notebook and write it down the moment you buy it. If you want to lose weight, you write down every single bite of food that enters your mouth. This is tedious. It is unsexy. But it is the ultimate pattern interrupt. When you force yourself to track an action, you strip away the subconscious habit. You force your brain to acknowledge what it is doing in real time. Once you see the data on paper, making the right choice becomes undeniable. Lesson number 4. Momentum is your greatest ally. Have you ever noticed that successful people tend to get luckier? Rich people get richer, healthy people get fitter, and happy people get happier. This is not an accident. They have captured the big momentum. Momentum is incredibly hard to build, but once it starts moving, it is almost impossible to stop. Think of a manual water pump. When you first start pumping the handle, nothing happens. You pump and pump, expending massive amounts of energy, and not a single drop of water comes out. Most people quit right here. They put in a week of hard work, see no results, and give up. But if you keep pumping, the water eventually reaches the surface and flows endlessly. Once the water is flowing, it takes almost zero effort to keep the pump going. That is momentum. Commit to the hard, invisible work in the beginning and let momentum carry you to the finish line. Lesson number 5. Curate your influences. Your brain is a supercomputer, and it processes whatever data you feed it. If you feed it trash television, negative news, and toxic gossip, it will produce a pessimistic, uninspired life. You must ruthlessly curate your inputs. Guard your mind against negative information. But more importantly, you must curate your associations. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Look around you. Are your friends talking about ideas and wealth creation, or are they complaining about their jobs and watching sports? If you want to elevate your life, you have to elevate your circle. Seek out people who are smarter, more disciplined, and more successful than you. Their habits, their mindset, and their standards will automatically compound into your own life. Lesson number 6. Multiply your results by hitting the wall. In any endeavor, you will eventually hit a wall. A moment where you are completely exhausted, where the novelty has worn off, and where every fiber of your being wants to quit. Darren Hardy calls this the wall of acceleration. When you hit the wall, you are at a crossroads. This is the exact moment where your competition stops. If you can push past the wall and do just one more rep, write one more page, or make one more sales call, you are no longer just growing. You are multiplying your results. The effort you exert after you hit the wall is what separates the top 1% from the rest of the world. Do not fear the wall. Expect it, welcome it, and use it as a launchpad to leave everyone else behind. Success is not a magic trick. It is a mathematical equation. Small, smart choices, completed consistently over time, create a radical difference. Track your habits, guard your mind, capture momentum, and let the compound effect do the heavy lifting for you. Thank you for watching Chapters in Minutes. If you are ready to take control of your daily choices, hit that subscribe button and share this video with someone who is on the journey with you. Until next time, keep compounding.